Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Amazing Shinsengumi, Heroes in Love. We are starting on Hajime Saito's route today. I was delaying starting him because his voice is a little harsh on my throat, and I've been a little bit hoarse the last few days, but hopefully I can handle it today. Usually he's one of my favorite figures in the Shinsengumi, but I don't really like the way they've depicted him in this so much. I mean, we'll have to see about his character. He's been pretty mysterious, but I don't like the way they've drawn him so much here. I don't know, maybe I'll like him better once we actually get into a story. Let's see. Chapter 1 is What Was Your Name? You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Isami told me I could choose whoever I wanted, but was it okay to leave that decision to me? The person I pick might think I'm just a burden. Thinking about it some more, I had trouble deciding who to go with. I think everyone is nice, but if I'm going to live with someone, the person... I looked up after racking my brain, and my eyes met with a certain someone. If I remember correctly, that's the third corps captain, Saito Hajime. I casually bowed my head, but it didn't look like Hajime noticed. He quickly walked away. He's so mysterious.
Are you interested in Hajime?
Isami asked me about Hajime after I unconsciously mentioned the man. I'm a little interested. That would be so rude. There's no way I'd ever be interested in him. It's like, then why did you pick his route? I'm a little interested. Isami cheerfully laughed.
I see. So that's how it is. You like Hajime, huh?
Like him? It's not like, come on, I just saw him. We haven't even spoken a word to each other yet. Well, kind of. Maybe a few words in passing when he was putting out the fire. It's just... he was the tallest person here. Really? He didn't look tall in any of the things as far as I could tell. He should have been the most captivating yet. If I had to compare them, Shinpachi and Sanosuke stand out more. Oh, not to mention Soji. I wondered why... Hajime was the opposite. He was hard to notice, but I couldn't take my eyes off him.
He's the silent type, but he's very reliable.
Toshizo agreed with Isami and nodded his head.
He doesn't complain either. You'll definitely feel at home with him.
Huh? Does that mean...
You should go to the third corps living area.
Isami patted me on the shoulder and pushed me backward. Whoa! There was a scorched piece of wood by my feet, and I tripped over it. Just my luck. That was rude, Isami. Why'd you push me? Ah! My vision became hazy.
Captain Kondo, Vice Captain Hijikata, are you fooling around?
I felt someone softly catch my shoulders before I fell down. Huh? I turned around, and the person we were just talking about, Hajime, was standing there. They did that on purpose so he would catch me? Are you guys trying to do some matchmaking here?
Don't fool around so much.
Hajime helped me stand up, straight again.
Sorry. I used a little too much force. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I lifted my head. I wanted to thank Hajime for saving me. Whoa, now that I'm seeing him so close like this, he really is tall.
What is it?
Thank you for saving me.
No problem.
You came just at the right time. Hajime, I want you to take care of this young girl. Me?
I'm in your hands. I might just be a burden to you, but I want to stay with you, Hajime.
I see. Very well. I don't mind. I have no reason to refuse.
Oh, you're actually smiling.
Alright then, finish cleaning up and show her to the base.
Captain Kondo, there's one thing I'd like to ask you.
Hajime had an emotionless expression on as he looked down at Isami.
Won't there be a problem having a woman living at the Shinsengumi base?
It'll be fine. It might be difficult saying that she's your wife.
What?
If we say she's your mistress, no one will lay a finger on her.
What? His mistress? I don't agree with this. Those weren't my intentions.
Calm down, it was just a joke. If we warn the soldiers, it shouldn't be a problem.
But...
Intriguing. I understand.
What? Hajime was convinced by Toshizo's words. After seeing him convinced, Isami looked satisfied and nodded his head.
Well then, I'll be taking my leave now.
Oh, darn it, I missed the line.
I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. I'll be looking forward to it.
Wait!
If you need anything, just ask Hajime for help.
No, not about that. Isami and Toshizo left to give orders to the other Shinsengumi soldiers. What should I do? After hearing what they just said, I felt a little wary about going to the base. Hajime?
What is it?
Actually, when I tried to go back on my decision, I heard footsteps coming closer to us.
Oh, that's great.
Soji showed up, smiling brightly. I didn't understand what he meant, so I asked him to clarify. What's great?
Well, nothing special. If we left you alone, I'm sure you'd cause us trouble, but if you're with Hajime, I'm sure he can domesticate you.
What? Domesticate me? What? Do I look that wild? I was furious after hearing Soji's rude comment. Don't you think you've gone too far with your words? You're so cruel. While I was going off on Soji,
Please calm down.
someone gently patted me on the head from behind. I instantly turned around, and Hajime was standing there. Hajime.
That's Soji's way of welcoming you to the Shinsengumi. He said the same thing to me when I first joined.
To him, the quiet guy?
Did I?
Soji didn't seem to remember and slightly bent his head. Hajime moved his lips a tiny bit and nodded. Could it be... is he smiling? Ask him. I feel like that would be rude. Are you smiling? No, just stare at him. That's right. Stare at his beauty. I want to know, but asking would be rude. That's right. I stopped and stared at Hajime's face from the side. Hajime looked back at me, confused. I was embarrassed. Looking him in the eyes, I averted my eyes. Then, Hajime and Soji were called by some soldiers and headed back to work. I don't understand Hajime very well, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. So Sanosuke was the only one who actually thought to give me something warm to wear right away. Everybody else is like delayed reaction. Each successive guy I play is less and less thoughtful. Yeah, I'm sure of it. A few hours passed since Hajime returned to his duties. The people living with me at the house went their respective ways and found places to rest. It's getting a little chilly, but I didn't know where the Shinsengumi base was. Furthermore,
We'll get rid of the burnt wood tomorrow, but let's pile up the things we can salvage. That way we can return the residents' things to them.
it's hard getting Hajime's attention while he's giving out orders. I can't tell him that I want to go to the base as soon as possible. Jeez. I started to shiver. I crossed my arms to try to stay warm, but I just kept getting colder. As I continued shivering, achoo! I couldn't help but sneeze. Hajime turned around and let out a sound. For some reason, he looked impatient as he came close to me. Actually, he looked surprised to me.
I'm sorry. Making you wait like this was...
Your work is more important. Don't worry about me. No, your work is more important. You're still not finished, right?
Well, yeah.
If that's the case, you should prioritize your job.
That won't do. I can't leave you alone.
Yay, he's actually thoughtful. Although, is that just a sense of duty?
I'm going to take you to the base first. What was your name?
Shinpachi was close by and was shocked after hearing Hajime's words.
Hey now, she just introduced herself to us.
Well, yeah.
Hajime looked uncomfortable and shrugged. I'm Chizuru Yukimura. I'm looking forward to staying with you, Hajime.
Miss Yukimura, was it? I'm Saito Hajime.
He bowed himself respectfully and introduced himself. I felt like I'd gotten a glimpse of his personality.
What's all this about staying with you?
This time I heard Sanosuke's voice.
It seems she'll be living with me in the base.
The way he said it made it sound like Hajime hadn't fully grasped the situation yet.
Oh, are you serious?
After hearing that, Sanosuke suddenly came closer to me. Yeah, it's true.
What's up with that? Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish you came to my place instead.
I've already been there.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize, Hajime. How long do you plan on chit-chatting?
Soji spoke up, interrupting everyone.
If I stay any longer, I'll get a full-blown cold. See you guys later. Hey, wait up. We're going home too.
Shall we?
Yes. We left the scene of the fire and went to the Shinsengumi's base. Shinpachi, Soji, and Sanosuke were merrily walking ahead of us. Are you okay not being with everyone else?
Yeah.
Hajime walked next to me. He has such a big body, there's no way he'd walk at my pace. Maybe he matched his pace to mine? It must have been Hajime's unspoken kindness. It felt nice walking with him.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot.
Huh? Hajime? I was surprised. All of a sudden, Hajime started taking off his jacket. He then put it around me. You should have done that sooner, man. This is...
I thought it might warm you up.
Even though he's soaking wet. His jacket was burnt and torn here and there. I could tell how hard he worked. He really put his heart into his work. Even now, he silently lent me his jacket. I got butterflies in my stomach just thinking about how nice he was. Thank you very much.
It's no problem.
Hajime said a few words and looked away. I didn't really think about it, but Hajime said the least out of all the Shinsengumi members I'd met. I wonder if he really sees me as a burden. After thinking that, my chest hurt. Still, I was glad that he showed me kindness from time to time. I wanted him to like me. Really, it was just one time he's shown you kindness so far. You don't know well enough to even want him to like you.
Hey, what's wrong?
Shinpachi, Soji. For some reason, Shinpachi and Soji were right in front of me. Hajime was staring at us a little further ahead. Sorry, I got caught up in my thoughts. I guess I stopped walking.
Oh, what were you thinking about?
I thought for a bit and daringly opened my mouth. Can I ask you something? Do you think Hajime sees me as a nuisance? He doesn't really talk to me and always has the same expression. Soji and Shinpachi looked at each other. They burst into laughter.
Well, that's how he always is. If Hajime ever laughed like us, that's the day pigs would fly.
Without a doubt. Not to mention, he's the type to come out and tell you if you're a nuisance.
Is that so? I'm a little relieved.
Yeah, you have nothing to worry about. Come on, let's go.
After we caught up to him, Hajime started walking. I stared at Hajime's back. The Saito Hajime I know has a large back and likes to keep quiet. He never complains and took in a complete stranger like me. But isn't all of this just what I've observed? If we started living together, maybe I could figure out more about him.
What's wrong?
Don't look so scared, I'm not gonna bite.
I can feel you staring at me.
I was thinking about the future. Thinking about how big you are. Sorry, I was thinking about the future.
Oh, how intriguing. You have nothing to worry about. I'll be by your side.
His words made my heart skip a beat. Soji noticed and butted into the conversation.
Hajime, didn't Kono ask you to live with her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's why you're being so nice. Oh no, it's nothing. I should stop thinking about pointless things. My new life was about to begin. I was a little excited about living there. What a wonderful title for Chapter 2, You're So Wet. Oh man. I don't think it's going to be what dirty things I have in my mind. Alright, I'm gonna head over to there. Hope you meet me over there. He's gotten off to a bit of a quiet start as I figured he would. And who knows, he may keep going like that. But then again, Shinpachi surprised me by stepping things up in Chapter 5, and I had no idea he would do things like that. So maybe Hajime will do the same thing. Well anyway, I hope to see you in my next video, or any of my other ones. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.